Well, good morning, everybody. Travels with Dottie here, and I have my comment video. You notice I've been trying to market this to you different ways, and no matter what I try, it doesn't make any difference in the results. So I'm just going to call it the comment video with a picture of me up front, so you know what it is. And I start with the most recent comment, and I work my way down when I hit about 20 minutes. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm coming to you on, let's see, it is the 17th of June, 2025. And I'm in beautiful Eagle Nest, New Mexico, and at my lakeside campsite. So let's turn the camera a little bit, hit the exposure so you can see, hopefully you can see, you can't see it very well, can you? Hang on. I don't want active tracking. I want, there it is. I want exposure, and you can see the lake way out there. It's very nice. And this well, the window's not very good for that, but you get a pretty good idea that I'm in a beautiful place on the lake, off kind of by myself next to an RV park. And I'm here until September, and I just love everything about it. You will know that if you're watching my videos, especially those that watch it every day. You know how enthusiastic I am about this area. I'm at Taos, New Mexico. Many of you have heard of Taos. As the crow flies, the Walmart at Taos is 22 miles from where I'm sitting right now. But it takes an hour to get there because on the road, winding through a mountain pass, it's more like 30 plus miles, and it's slow going. But I'm going to go there today because I got to go once a month to pick up my my prescriptions. So that's going to be today. So let's start with the comments from Montana Wife 4851. She is a very, very nice lady, very frequent commenter, is probably having coffee this morning, watching the videos, watching YouTube videos. There was a couple of days where she ran out of coffee, and I was kind of concerned about that, and I'm glad she got herself some coffee. Next one is from Dottie Travels. It's from me. It's from the video I released today, and at this point it'll be a few days ago, but it was update on Eagle Nest Lake State Park. And it's a pretty long video, and the state park does not appear until 24 minutes into the video. So in the title, I put at 2416 right next to the state park. And also I pinned this comment so people, and I put it in the descriptions so people don't feel cheated. I don't like that when I say, when I go to a video where the title is something and it takes them 20 minutes to get to that point. And I should have put it right in the beginning of the video, but I didn't. I had already uploaded it and everything, but hopefully people will see that. Angel Fire Farmers Market video. Tommy says, what a great farmers market, support local businesses. And I really do my best to support local businesses when I'm out there doing my thing. And I love farmers markets. But one of my favorite things are local markets, like family-owned local markets. My next favorite thing is regionally, privately owned markets, like here in there in Angel Fire, right next to the farmers market, is a Lowe's market, and that's a regional market throughout parts of Texas and New Mexico, and I believe it's family owned. On stunning ride to Cimarron, New Mexico, and Cimarron, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to get there from here. It's a short distance for sure, but again, you go through winding roads through a stunning canyon. It's at certain points you look up by the side of the road, you feel like you're driving through the bottom of the Grand Canyon. It's that spectacular. And Tommy says, thanks for the ride. I think the gimbal moving gives us a nice steady pic. I was wondering about the camera that I'm using for the driving shots, and I'm trying to reduce glare, and it's got a gimbal on it, and it moves as I go around curves, and I wonder, is that distracting? Is it good? Tommy says it's good. Another comment from Texas Lady 7630 on the Angel Fire Farmers Market. Enjoyed the video. I stayed at Angel Fire one summer for a few nights at a condo rental. It wasn't expensive. She said it was off season. Went to Lowe's and the pizza place also. Nice market. Hope to be back soon. Yeah, it's a great little town. Angel Fired Pizza is in a building right next to the Lowe's, which is next to the farmers market. It's all right there. It's a great place, and I really it was great to get in back into the farmers market. It's every Sunday all summer, and everything's different every year. So I had to figure out where all the stuff I knew about from prior years was. There's a stand where there's a local farm that's here in Eagle Nest. They sell there every Sunday, and they sell meat products from their farm, and they sell eggs from their farm, both duck and chicken eggs. And I'm stocked up on eggs right now, but probably one of these Sundays coming up, I'll be buying duck, and I might even try duck eggs, and I'll let you know how it goes. Has anyone out there tried duck eggs? Do they taste different? Do they taste better, worse, the same? And I had to explore Eagle Nest, New Mexico treasures with me. It was just a day where I went out and I hit a bunch of businesses that I love. Marie says friendly, low-key, honest on-site visits of small businesses in a beautiful community. Thank you. You're welcome, Marie. Angel Fire Farmers. Wendy Sosa says, looks like you had a very enjoyable Sunday. I certainly did. I did. Then the stunning ride to Cimarron. And the ride is the feature, but you get to Cimarron, and I showed you a little sort of burger ice cream place that's amazing. A beautiful privately owned grocery store, which is one of my favorites in New Mexico. And also I drove by the historic St. James Hotel, which has lots of Old West history. It was near the Santa Fe Trail, so lots of famous characters stayed there. And stay tuned, because I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to go through the whole hotel and show you everything, like I did last year and the year before. So if you can't wait, you can search on my channel for St. James Hotel, and I think you're going to find at least 3 videos, if I'm not mistaken. Shanta Lee Lang says, farmer markets are the best. Can we go to that Thai restaurant next? Haha, thanks, Rob. Okay, Thai restaurant. What is she talking about? Well, there's a Thai restaurant in downtown, in the middle of the village here in Eagle Nest, but they also have a portable one at the farmer's market in Angel Fire. And she says, can we go there? I did last year. I got some pad Thai there, and it was wonderful. And I'll be going again. I haven't been in the restaurant here in Eagle Nest, and maybe I'll do that this year. So Mike Benson says, maybe you could promote work campers for the small businesses in town. It wouldn't be too expensive for them to set something up on the property, use a Blue Boy, take it to a dump station. Well, actually, that odd that you say that, because on Saturday I went to the museum and I had like this impromptu meeting with, I mentioned Jack Schweitzer. He's a local guy here that's very involved in the museum and coordinates all the tours that we're going to be going on this summer. And there was another woman there. I don't know if she wants to be named, so I won't name her, but she's a prominent citizen in Eagle Nest. And we had a long discussion about the problems of being able to hire people to work in these summer businesses. And what you suggested was discussed, and it's been discussed in the past in the community, and it's a very real possibility. Traveling Girl 212, oh, thank you for checking Pepper Sauce Camp. I'm getting number 5. You're a super guy. Well, I thought she'd be pretty excited about that, because here's the story. She commented on a video and said, I'm coming to Eagle Nest. Is there any way you could show Pepper Sauce Camp? That's where I'm staying. And I'm like, I've been in this area 3 years. I never heard of that. And it's like, people want me to do videos like, go here and do a video, go there and do a video, see that thing and do a video. And I pretty much don't do any of those things, because here's my rule for doing videos. I do what interests me. That's the first priority. And the second priority is filming it. And frankly, most of the time when I'm doing it, it's because I'm doing it alone and I'd like the company and you become my company. So when she said that, I'm like, I looked on the map and I found it and I'm like, I've driven by that place a million times. I've never paid attention. So it sparked an interest in me. So when in one of the videos, what video was it? I'm not sure what video, but one of the videos you can see on the thumbnail, there's a little picture of the place. I drove through there and said, here it is. And they're little cabins and they're like little duplex cabins. And I'm like, well, I know you're staying here. I'll look for the numbers. And I couldn't see numbers. In the very last cabin as I'm going out, I said, oh, I see a number 6. And she's like, I'm in number 5. So she knows what her little cabin looks like. Isn't that great? She was pretty excited. Naj, hey Rob, thanks for the ride to church and the farmer's market. I love the market. I wish I could smell the handmade soap. Those eggs look huge. Yummy, yummy, honey. Big hug to Dottie and George. Thanks, Nash. Terrell says, I love supporting the vendors at farmers markets. And you know what, Terrell? So do I. And Muskogee Land, a very frequent commenter. What an amazing place, a farmer's market, fresh eggs and everything with a big smiley face. Yeah, it's fun. And you'll be seeing more of that market. And there's a farmer's market starting Fridays on the 27th at Golden Eagle RV Resort. We'll be going there too. And a positive news video, Doctor Healed by Neighbors. Great little thing about a doctor that devoted his whole career to just giving service to his community, whether people could pay or not. And he suddenly got 2 forms of cancer. And something happened where his Medicare wasn't in place. And the community got together and raised enough money to pay for all his treatment. And Ken Gray says he became a doctor for all the right reasons and it came back to help him. Great, inspiring story. Cumberland Quilt Chick. This is what I left a comment about. Probably thinks I'm spam. This is the title on the news channel on here from a couple of weeks ago. Young Montana farmers find unique solution to labor shortage on KPAX TV. Well, I'll have to check that out. I'll check it out. Maybe she's suggesting a positive news video. I don't know. I'll check it out. And every once in a while, there's a YouTube name that is not pronounceable because it's not really a word. This is like SWXORAK, Raka, R-I-K. Oh, maybe it's Oraka is a last name. I don't know. But let's not forget, that area is retirement and ski hill tourist location. The economic, jobs, and housing issues are no different than previous decades in one of the most expensive counties in New Mexico. Just a sort of a ranting negative comment on the area and the economics, and I'm not going to read the rest of it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's sort of a negative thing. It may be one of the most, it could be the valley here could be the most expensive in New Mexico. I have no idea. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. And let me tell you why I doubt it. One of the, I think I said it in a previous video, if I were going to move here year round and I was off the road, right on the edge of town is Bear Mountain Estates, and it is subdivided residential lots. And there are a lot of, while there's only one available, there are a lot of them empty though, because it's really hard to get a contractor here and construction people here to build a house. So I think that's why a lot of them are empty. But the prices, the one that's for sale now is one on the edge of the property, which allows you to be 2 stories. Interior, you can only be 1 story because they don't want to ruin anyone's view because the views are spectacular of the lake. $48,500 for an acre. And the utilities are right there. And I have it from a very reliable source with the initials Jack Schweitzer. It says it's between $2,000 and $2,500 to hook up those utilities, water, sewer, electric. Boom, you're hooked up. So you're at what, just over $50,000. You have your land and utilities, and all you have to do is buy the house. And if you spent $300,000 in construction costs, it's a minimum 1,400 square foot plus an enclosed garage. But if you spent $300,000 doing that on the small house, which I think you could get away with, that's $350,000. Now, to us old folk, that's a lot of money. How can anyone afford $350,000? But the national average, let me Google this as of right now. National average home price is $503,000 in the first quarter of 2025. The median price is $416,000. So average, let's say New Mexico home price. This is I'm finding out as I'm typing. I have no idea. Median sale price of $345,000. The average home value is $303,000. So yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but New Mexico is inexpensive. It's okay. It's one of the reasons I love living here, among many other reasons. So anyway, and that average or median price, I don't think that would account for the fact that it's in a beautiful little town with a beautiful view and everything would be brand new. The house would be brand new. Suzanne says, nice Sunday outing, gorgeous weather and vibe. Thank you, Susan. Oh, I said Suzanne. It's just Susan R. Mario, Eagles Nest community events are fulfilling. Church, farmers market, etc. And the people are friendly and the scenery is beautiful and the weather is comfortable. Yeah. It's all that. It's all true. Cumberland Quilt Chick. Hey, you're back again. Very nice farmers market. I'm going to skip a few just because I'm getting close to the 20 minutes. And it's not that I'm not interested in what you're saying. I want to do a couple that I might have some commentary on. The video selling my preferred RV resort membership. Patty said, I'm curious, were you successful at selling this or is it still for sale? I did sell it. I sold it to a friend of a friend for a really good price. Let's see. Oh, here's Sue's Gotta Go says this is the trip to Cimarron. My late husband lived in Cimarron. His dad was a Southern Baptist preacher, so they moved to wherever they needed a preacher. 4 little kids in tow. Thanks for the revisit. Beautiful area. I always like it when I have a video of a place that really connects to someone, in particular their family. I really enjoy that. Well, this one I do have some things to say. Might be a little negative, but anyway, let me just read you this. Susan B says, let me ask you before I forget, a month or so ago, you were planning to try a nutritional supplement called AG1 Green Spotter, and you said you'd let us know if you liked it. Don't know if you're ready to say, but I'd love to keep it in mind. Thanks for your positive influence. I answered her and I said I couldn't see how it did anything healthy for me. And it was expensive. It was $80 or $90 a month. And I did it because of so many YouTubers were sponsoring it and speaking enthusiastically about it. And I'm like, and this taught me a lesson, because there were a couple of YouTubers that did it. I felt like I really trusted them. So I did it. and I wasn't experiencing the boost in energy or anything that they were describing. And I started doing some research on it. And what the gist of the research was, there's not anything in here that's bad for you, but there's not anything in here that's revolutionary or different, other than, the specific mix of ingredients is unique, because, if you're going to put together 50 ingredients, it's probably going to be unique. And many of the reviewers pointed out there, if you think you need this stuff, there's less expensive ways to do it. And I was a little disappointed, because it was like there was such enthusiasm and very specific. This is the way I feel when I do this energy boost, and it's wonderful. And I was, so what lesson did I learn? I'm not going to say I'm never going to do any sponsored videos, but it's sure as heck going to be a product that I absolutely believe in, and I'm going to tell the absolute truth about it, and I'm going to work hard to not have some kind of placebo effect, wanting something to be true. And that could happen with YouTubers who have a genuine interest in being honest and straightforward, and they get excited about a product, especially one that is supposed to create a sensation or a feeling, and they want it so bad it seems to happen. And I don't know that that's the case. So I'm a little uncomfortable talking about this, but what I am comfortable talking about is, if you ever in the future see me with one of those tags that says sponsored content, and I talk to you about a product, you can depend on the fact that I will have used that product extensively, and I'm giving you my honest, straightforward opinion on it. And I will be enthusiastic about it, because if I'm not going to do the sponsor. I would never do the sponsorship. And I may, I don't have any plans to do this, but you never say never. It could happen. So anyway, that's it. And she responded to my response and said, maybe you're so healthy that it couldn't provide anything you don't already have. You look pretty healthy, eat well, and exercise. Even Dottie benefits their healthy efforts. Well, thanks for that observation. I wouldn't say that's accurate. I try to eat healthy, but from an objective standpoint, my eating is not all that healthy, other than walking Dottie and the occasional e-bike ride, which I do occasionally use the pedals. I don't get a lot of exercise. I do a little strength training. Let me just say that I'm not a good classic example of good health. So I just wanted to say that. I don't know why I wanted to say that. I just did. She was giving me more credit than I deserved. Let's see. Marquez says, Rob, if you have an annual camping pass, this is for New Mexico. The private sites are still free, but only for 7 days now. I said, thanks for the info, and I'm still confused about the rates for New Mexico camping with the new rates. I look at the chart over and over again, trying to figure out how much like an electric site is, an electric with water. It's got like a separate thing for electric and one for water. Do you add those together and that's what it is? I'll take a closer look at it. Hey, there's George behind me jumping off the bed. Anyway, that's the comment video for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. Make those comments. I love reading them, and I love doing these videos about them. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.